it starts to go,
let it go.
let it go. That was fun getting that down off of there, huh?
Yeah, it was.
We weren't really sure how we were going to get it out. But what you're looking at here is the Troy Bilt 2890 Storm Snowblower. We've got some places on the property that we need to clean out that we can't get the plow near. This will just work out better. So we're adding it to our arsenal. And Troy Bilt, boom, same as our lawnmower. What we're going to do first is, we got dotted lines all around the box. So we're going to take the X-Acto knife, go along it, and we're going to lift the top of the box off. So we kind of butchered it going all the way around. In the long run, after you do that, you may want to open it up and take out the top part of the crate, just so it's not in the way.
More garden bed material.
There you go. This is all the wood that was in the box. Now to give you a general idea, when we built this, check it out. That was a crate.
What's inside the box?
Snowblower.
I mean, what's all this?
Some assembly is required, but let's get this off of here first.
It's shiny new. You can stop, babe.
Well, I never usually do. I find the directions on what they want done. So once you get to this position here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna cut right here to separate the chute shaft from the handle, and then just throw this off to the side. There is protective coating on this. We will be taking that off. All right, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the handle up, right? So we're gonna take these two bolts out. They're 1/2 inch, by the way, and they are carriage bolts, as you can see. The square into that square. Next step, what you're gonna do, we're gonna raise this up, right? Just like that, but you want to have the shifter gear in its highest gear, so that would be 6th, okay? That way there it's gonna come through, because if you don't, this is what's gonna happen. It's down here, you're gonna come up and see it's not gonna fit. So just make sure it's in the highest position, bring it up, and then what we're gonna do is stick the screw in, just enough to hold it for right now. The same thing over on this side. You're gonna have to put the nut back on it.
This side's done.
Now, if you don't have ratcheting wrenches, we'll put a link in the description box down below the video. These things are cool.
These cables here, you want to make sure that they are in the middle of the wheel.
Well, shoot.
We're gonna put on the chute.
Now, what we have to do
Is put that square peg into that rectangle hole.
and then this screw right here, whoops, is going to go into there. And the way that you do it, lift up on it. So we get it into position. You're on the bottom. Then we're going to take this pin and we're going to go through the top hole. Can you see it there, babe?
I can. There it is.
All right. Now this is called a bow tie cotter pin, and Troy Bilt seems to like them.
But it's gonna go through under here.
Yep.
You gotta find the hole.
What the heck is it? Oh,
There you go.
all right. All right, that's going nowhere.
See? And now we need to put the wing nut on.
Yep, and it's this screw right here, same one. It's gonna go down. Put your finger on it, just to hold it down so you can turn, and it's not popping up on you. It's starting to look like a snowblower now, huh, hon?
Yes, it is.
All right, that one's in. All right, we need the rod now. And it'll work its way.
You have to try to line up the little hole.
I'm gonna put a cotter pin in there. Ta-da! All right, so does it work? Oh yeah.
Yay!
Cover Piper. That's working fine. Okay, this lever here will control the height,
Oh, sorry.
just like that.
All right.
All right, so picking up where we left off last night because it got way too cold in here. I believe we were up to the oil, right, hon?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it should come from the factory with oil already in it, but you want to check just to be sure. It's right here. You turn it, pull it out, wipe it off, and to get an accurate measurement, when you put it back in to check, make sure that it's in the locked position. I know some of them will say you don't have to lock it. This one you have to lock it back in. And then pull it out, bring it up, and it's really, really hard to see. In case you're wondering, it does come with 2 keys. One is in the ignition, right here. It just pops in. The other one is attached right here. We are going to take care of that right now because I don't want to leave that there and have it pop off at some point and then not be able to find it. Okay, and
On the floor.
yeah, see how easy it is to lose them?
So we checked the pressure in the tires, and they are already at 20 psi. The next thing we need to do is disconnect the chute cleanout tool.
Yep. And make sure that this stays with the snowblower because you don't want to be sticking your hand down into a chute because you may pull
Like
back
that.
out a stub. So that's what this is there for. If things get clogged, just go down here and just start doing what cleaning you can. Trying to clean off over there in the impeller. Use this, not your arm. I will be start calling you lefty or righty, whichever one you went and stuck in there. And don't forget to set the skid shoes to the proper height for the surface that you will be snowblowing on. All right, now that we got this together, give you a little bit more information on it. It is the Troy Bilt 2890 Storm. Comes with a 272cc engine with electric start. Come around to the front. It is a 28-inch clearance for path. It has a height of 24 inches, which they say 12-inch storms are no problem with this at all. Coming around to the back, there are 6 forward gears. There are 2 reverse gears. This here is your pitch control. Just controls the end of the chute, whether it shoots it up high or shoots it down low. They claim that when it's out like this, it can shoot up to 40 feet. I may try that someday, just to see if it really will do that. Okay, other than that, using the machine, if you were driving along and you have both handles down and suddenly you don't like the flow, or you just want to change which way the chute's going, you can just let go over here and it will continue to work. You can make your movements and just come back. As long as this one's down, this one will stay. Just like that. What else can I tell you about this? Oh, quick turn. If you're driving along, you need to go to the right. See, it's not letting me go. These triggers are for here. So, as you're going along, if I want to go towards Cheryl, I just pull in, and now I can go. As I pull back, it's locked in again, see? All right, so to start it, I'm gonna put the choke on. Gonna prime the gas. And move this all the way over to say hi to the bunny.
Okay, pull. Look at that chute, going right into the woods. Down to the fox den. What'd you think, babe?
I liked it, I did.
You should have seen how far the snow is going.
Really? Is it going 40 feet like they said it would go?
Yeah, I think so. I think we covered the fox den.
There you go. I gotta tell you, I do like this. The triggers here for steering, oh, so much nicer than other snowblowers that we've had.
What he was telling me is the cord,
Yes, yeah.
the pull cord. It seems a bit longer than we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a shorty, you may need to use the electric start.
Yeah, and it does have the electric side, and it does work. But we just wanted to show you, in case you were too far away from the extension cord, that it does start by pulling it. But other than that,
I think that's it.
yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if you did, we'd appreciate that thumbs up as always. Want to follow along with everything we do here on the We Have Mud Fun channel? Right down there in the corner, just click it and you're in. When you're done, don't forget to ring the bell. You'll be notified every time we put a new video out.
If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down below, or you could just say hi.
Because we'll say hi back, we always do. Until our next review, I'm Chuck.
And I'm Cheryl.
Bye.
We Have Mud Fun.
Yay.